So we've touched a good amount on food so far. Obviously, you can't talk about weight loss without at least discussing exercise. And obviously, there's a lot of debate on what is the best to do. In your research, in terms of exercise, what have you found to be the best habits?
Well, exercise and weight loss is a complicated topic. If you look at the science and you try to be as objective as possible, you can only really come to the conclusion that exercise by itself is not a terribly effective weight loss approach. So how do we interpret that? Well, the way that I interpreted it is that exercise is helpful for weight loss, but diet comes first. And diet is much more important for weight loss than exercise. And since it's much more important, it acts as a confounding variable in that something that obscures the effect in a lot of the studies that have been done on exercise and weight loss. Because if your diet isn't good, you need to fix that first, not exercise. The science shows us, though, that exercise is maybe the best indicator of weight maintenance, which means that after you've lost weight, the science shows us that regular exercise is the best indication of whether you're going to keep that weight off. So therefore, you really have to exercise because you're not trying to just lose weight temporarily, right? Like most people are, when they're trying to lose weight, they're trying to keep it off for good. But so exercise might not be critically important by itself in helping you lose weight, but it's critical for weight maintenance, and combined with an effective diet, combined with eating whole foods is the best approach you can take. But, honestly, beyond that, I think asking about the link between exercise and weight loss is almost the wrong question, because exercise is bigger than weight loss. There's a chapter in the book called Miracle where I discuss not all the documented health benefits of exercise, and they're actually just staggering. It's like exercise, adding exercise to your life is kind of like the equivalent of a real miracle drug, if that existed. The science just shows us really broad and massive health benefits, and that goes for several types of exercise. That goes for cardio, that goes for weights and resistance training, that goes for HIIT. It's all great, and they've all been shown to be extremely beneficial for your health and well-being and mental function, and just everything. So much so that you need exercise not just to keep weight off, but to really be the best version of yourself. So that's the way that I think people should approach exercise, not as like something that you're going to do in the short term to lose some weight. It's a lot bigger than that. And even if it's, the 5 golden weight loss habits, the exercise habit is number 3, and it's exercise regularly, in parentheses, at least walk regularly. Because a lot of people don't want to go to the gym and do all that. But if you can at least walk, you actually get most of the health benefits of exercise. Not all of them, but just adding walking, regular, multiple times a week, long walks can be a huge game changer. So at least do that. But you need to do something because exercise is just supremely important to health and well-being.
Yeah,
And evolution, sorry, I was just going to say that it all ties back to evolution. Evolutionarily, we evolved getting a lot of physical activity. Even when we evolved into farmers actually moved around more than hunter-gatherers do based on step studies that they've done in the Amish. Farming was a very physically demanding activity. So throughout our whole evolutionary past, as hunters and gatherers, and then as farmers, we were always moving around. Obviously, hunters and gatherers move around a lot to hunt and gather food, and farmers move around a lot to tend their crops and livestock. But up until, the last few hundred years, we evolved getting a lot of physical activity. And of course, we don't need to today, and so many people are sedentary. So eating well and exercising makes an enormous difference.
Yeah, I think you touched on an excellent point there. I think when exercise is generally thought of, a lot of people think that you have to be out of breath where you're to the point laying on the ground, dead tired. But if you're just walking, you could be even talking and comfortably breathing.
Yeah.
You're still getting massive benefits. And obviously, like there may be some instances where people would not be able to, but for the majority of people, that sounds like it would be dramatically helpful.
Oh yeah. I mean, what I like to do is I like to go for long walks and listen to podcasts. So it's, you know, it's not, it doesn't have to be painful. And, you know, just adding that to your life can just be a huge game changer. You'll feel a lot better and you'll start to, you know, look a lot better too.